one thing or multiple different things, and it's all every country is saying something different. But Keir Starmer is trying to take credit, the UK is trying to take credit for the ceasefire that happened, but it didn't happen because it was a ceasefire, but there was miscommunication, and it's not a ceasefire. Again, nobody really knows what's happening. And NATO, America's pulling out of NATO. Kind of, sort of. Again, nobody really knows what's happening. The only thing that we know is happening is a military draft is happening later this year. According to the Military Times, they are reporting that eligible young men are going to automatically be registered for the U.S. military draft starting December 2026. So far, from what I've seen, this is 100% correct, and it's been reported through multiple different accounts. Then you have Tucker Carlson says that that the U.S. needs to detach itself from Israel immediately, which I think a lot of people would agree to disagree to disagree to agree. And
oh yeah, someone was talking about that the other day. So right, so pro sports players that have been arrested for child abuse. Don't say child abuse too loudly. It seems to upset people around here, and they tell us it doesn't exist. Very scary coming from these people that are protecting very sick people abusing my children. Yeah, when you look at, what's been ignored since we were little kids, and we're always told doesn't exist. It's in our heads. Yeah, that needs to be addressed. Or not. Just help the kids already. Yeah. Insane. Hey. You got everything? Have a good day. I'll see you later. A week went by fast already. Thursday.
Mom, I told you about the field trip we're going on today, right?
No.
Oh yeah, we're going to St. John's College for aspiration today.
You are?
Yeah.
You want me to?
No,
Well, if you're going there,
no, it's fine. It's I can fix it.
yeah. Okay. Your brush is on your shelf if you need it. But so, were you guys just going to check it out?
Yeah, we're going to check it out. Yeah, it's like an hour 30 away.
Holy smokes! Which one is it? St. what? St. John's?
Jones, yeah.
Oh, are you doing St. Joseph's? St. Joseph's?
Probably.
Cool. So you're going on a tour? Nice. Alright, have fun. Do you want to bring any granola bars or anything? You got it? Alright. Oh, here, get your watermelon gum. I almost forgot to give you this. You want it?
What do you want there?
Here, you might like this for your field trip. Or it's the watermelon gum. You want to put it in your bag? No. No, he didn't want to brush his hair, but he did take the gum. I know. Well, you see how it's like, it's different because of the rhetoric? Yeah. I mean, it's like... I know, just to even ask something. Why you gotta be right in my face? Right, it's over the years just them pounding into people to look at certain people as being a Karen or a bully or a Nazi. No matter what that person does, it's gonna get cast in that light, right? It seems so. Right, because that's what they're looking for. Right, and they very much need that to justify their ignorance and what they've been doing around here. And it's just so sad what it's done to a lot of people. Thank goodness a lot of us are aware and don't take it personally, you know? Right, because when that happens, the kids don't get help. When people want to just take it personally and get all upset about that, about the way they're being talked to. Right, because I mean, if we did that, holy smokes, huh? Anyways, pro sports players arrested for child abuse. Several professional sports players, we're just reading different articles in class. Several professional sports players, primarily in the NFL, have faced arrest or convictions for child abuse involving incidents of physical abuse or severe neglect. High-profile cases include Adrian Peterson, 2014, and recent arrest of former players like Adrius Taylor and Sari Wood for severe child endangerment. Found guilty in the Dominican Republic in 2025 of sexual abuse of a minor and received a suspended sentence. Yeah, a lot of this too, have you noticed they're bringing the kids to these prostitution stuff? Come on. 2025, bringing 6-year-old to a prostitution meeting. Nice, a prostitution solicitation meeting. The 6-year-old. Indicted in 2014 for reckless or negligent injury to a child after using a wooden switch on his 4-year-old son. Nice. A wooden switch on his 4-year-old son. Yeah, so for people to keep in mind, too, the sick fuck that has our kid that beat up a little boy in the tub, and when I question him about it, they said they're not going to raise sissy boys. I don't even like to think about what they've been doing to my children. And how this has all happened needs to be addressed. Whether or not you want to say, well, it's my fault, or I put myself in that position. This is so fucking sick and disturbing how many years this shit has gone on with these sick fucking people, and how druggies and pieces of shit take advantage of our childish fucking parents with their ghost and alien believing stories and the drug trafficking. It needs to be fucking addressed, and our children need fucking help. You people are fucking sick. 2013, Michael Boley entered a plea bargain for child abuse. 2013, leaving their 3-year-old unattended out in a car while they went to a strip club. Nice. Yeah, I mean, it's really, can go on and on. So yeah, there are professional sports players that get arrested. So as we were saying earlier, when someone on your team does something like that, doesn't mean you hate the whole team, right? We don't shut down the whole team, right? Because someone fucked a kid or abused a little kid. They get arrested, right? Okay, so what happens a lot of time in these situations when you start getting into chop shops and you're not playing basketball, Yeah, you're making fentanyl. Or sunglasses. Or meatballs. Yeah, one of the guys in the back on the team decides to fucking do some fucked up shit. Yeah, when investigators come around those parts, it's not so easy. You know, when you're in the public light and everything's well protected. Yeah, you can't, talk to people so easily in other situations and go after those kind of people. Yeah, it gets a little more sticky when you're getting into chop shops and not basketball courts. Well, you have your street too, right? I mean, if you're dealing with professional boxing or UFC fighters, it's going to be different than if you're dealing with the street fighting ones, the illegal ones. Right, well, they're illegal because a lot of the fighters are retards and children. And they think it's funny to put the retarded children against each other. Yeah, you think that sick punk with my kid is fucked up. A lot of the people he deals with are even sicker, and they're having a field day with our children. And the proper authorities need to wake up. These fucking people are so blind and delusional. It's fucking sick and scary and disturbing. Do you understand that? You fucking sick fucks. You know what? Your guess is as good as ours, dude. Your guess is as good as ours as to what it's going to take to get people to wake the fuck up and help these kids. And bring clarity and understanding as to how and why they got away with it. And the fucking sluts and pieces of shit they think they're protecting. And teaching the Karens and the bullies and the non-vaxxers a lesson. And the more you spew that shit and justify it, dig up dirt on us, the more it proves our fucking point, how we're showing people that's the excuses and the justification they're using. They're fucking our kids. Do what you want to us. We're already dead. That's why we try to get that through to fucking people. No matter how much you think we deserve it, those kids don't. And you want to say they're well taken care of so you can pretend like it's not real and sit justified and think it's funny that they're getting revenge on us because we were a snitch? Huh? Compromised? We didn't snitch on anyone. You don't have to snitch on anyone. When they can hear and see everything we hear and see, we're just compromised. And that's why they like to get rid of us. You're the apple of my eye, really. Right, so it's to the point where we were lucky to have survived a lot of that bullshit. And they're fucking our children. And they get help from these marketers like Alex Jones and the Joe Rogans and the Taters and the Hazers and people doing the investigations. We've been showing you that over and over and over again. So 2007 and 8, you should go back. And you'll probably be informed as to a lot of the things we've been involved with and who we work with and who has worked with us for years. Yeah, that's interesting, huh? I know. And then all the state people and all the other fucking idiots involved with this, nobody fucking talks to us. Nobody over the years will not have a conversation with us about the facts because they know the truth. Because they know they won't be able to turn their heads to it if they have a face-to-face conversation with someone. They don't want that. And they know it's all documented and that everything we hear and see is seen by the others. So that's why they avoid us. They're sick fucking people. Yeah, we're done with that. I mean, that got old in 2015. The ignorance and the bullshit. It's so fucking mind-numbing, you have no idea. And if you do, you should fucking wake up and do what you can to bring awareness and understanding as to what's happening here. Yeah, I think Trump and Kennedy and all them are fed up with it too. Right, you can look at like Russell Brand and Joe Rogan and these guys. It's like Oprah, huh? They got a lot of photographers and salespeople and marketers and scouters and yeah, security. Sometimes people do fucked up shit on their teams, huh? Or they're helping to get the Karens and the non-vaxxers, the bullies. They doing drug investigations? Right. So when you start to see that, see, Russell's not fucking the kids. Right. I know, see how they tried to pull up dirt on him? And it always turns into them going after the guys that diddled the 16-year-old and 1997 at a rave party. And we don't fucking care about that. I know they did that when we were kids too, right? The Oprah photographers and other people running through town, drug traffickers. I know, and the guy they arrested for child molestation, he went to prison for like 10 years. I don't think he did anything. He was a nice taekwondo teacher. Taught me how to break boards with my head. Thought he was pretty cool. Yeah, and I know how they lied. And I know what they did. And I know how they used the kids in their little diaries. And I'm telling you, if you go back and you'll see what happened, how sad that was. And the real abusers skipped town. And I got pushed down the stairs by a ghost and was told I don't remember right. Check the records. I fractured my shoulder. I got pushed. I didn't just get pushed. Like, I came up off the fucking ground and got turned upside down. And I didn't hit any stairs, dude. It was all the way to the fucking bottom. And I landed on my shoulder. Like 10 years old. I don't remember right. You're right. I'm sorry. Fucked up, isn't it? Right, so when you understand those things, and a lot of these same fucking people and networks that were connected to those ones are the same ones connected to the Joe Rogan show and others, and then they play fucking stupid. I know, look at his show just the other day. Of course, he has to sit down with someone cool like Arsenio when talking about such things, as though that makes it okay because you're talking to someone cool. That's what a lot of these people do. They think just because they know cops and have cool friends. Well, look, we're friends with so-and-so, so you're outnumbered. Okay. It's fucking sad, dude. And if you go back, you'll see how we tried to talk to those people very nicely, and they didn't want to. They even ignored the angry vegan. I thought it was quite rude. Right, when you look at that Graham Hancock and John Anthony West, who passed away right after his Joe Rogan interview. When you understand those 6 or 7 lines of profiting, right? The drug trafficking lines, some gets scooted off in legal ways, some get scooted off in illegal ways. Some have nothing to do with any of that trafficking stuff. They really just like going to cool places, looking at the rocks. No, for real. Would you like to take a tour? Right, so when you start to understand those things, hopefully people get real, and we can start having conversations with real people in these real situations and bring clarity and understanding. But they don't want to do that because they can't do anything to help the children and the hostages that are being fucked and tortured by these punks. So it's best to not acknowledge it. Right, because then people go, what the fuck then? Get the kids away from those people. And you can't. And if you try, they usually wind up dead before it hits the courtroom. Any other questions? Okay, much love, health, and peace to you all. We're going to have our coffee, do some stretches, maybe do some reading and coloring. Well, we're not holding our breath, but we do have some hope that people actually acknowledge the facts and concerns around here. Yeah, it's an inkling of hope, but it's there. Try not to stare.
Israel in its first attack since the ceasefire.